Hello. Hello. Everybody. Everybody. What's cracking? What's up? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, people of the sea, people of everywhere. Let's talk about hobbies. Let's talk chit chat, talk about hobbies, guys. Let me I have my phone charger right there. I charged my phone, but it's been dying so much lately. It's crazy. So I gotta charge my tablet. And everything else. But yes, guys, so hobbies, guys. Hobbies. Let's plug this in real quick. Drink my little H2O. So, guys, hobbies, guys. Hobbies. Also, by the way, guys, I'm just kind of rambling out about hobbies and people's hobbies. If you're here, you join, welcome in. I'm talking just about hobbies. And I feel like, personally, everybody should have a hobby. Everybody. Not only one hobby, you should have multiple hobbies. Now, I understand. What is that dark shadow? I guess because it's like all over the place. Oh, Lord. I don't know what happened. Okay. Okay. So, hobbies, yes, it can get expensive, guys. It can get expensive. However, if you like it, you like what you're doing, or you like whatever it is, then it's worth it. It's worth the value of whatever it is. I understand a lot of people don't have money for their own hobby, but that's where I guess it kind of gets sticky. And also, guys, I had mentioned a long time ago about sticky. What sticky situation it means. Sticky. Hello, welcome in. I'm talking about hobbies. Let me know in the comment section. What is your hobby? So financially, a lot of people can't afford certain hobbies or just a hobby in general because they're so riled up on bills. They're so riled up on life itself, on how expensive life is, work, and everything else. So a lot of the times, a lot of people, I know multiple people that don't have a hobby at all. Hello, Huey. Guitar playing, dancing, and gaming. Yeah, guitars. Guitar is a big hobby, because once you get one guitar, you fill it out, you play with it, and then you go to another guitar, and it's the same thing. Guitar is a fantastic hobby. I know a person that plays guitar, and I told him, he's really good at guitar, bro. He is really, really good. But he's just, I don't know, he's all over the place when he talks about, or when he's playing guitar. He's like, no, I'm not that great. I said, this is natural talent. And he's just kind of like debating himself. I understand he's young, so he doesn't really know his definition of being good and being good. But yeah, it's a really good hobby, that one. Dancing, I'm not sure about dancing. Maybe it can be a hobby. To me, that's just a body movement structure where you move your body in so many different directions. This way, that way. You go to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Snap your fingers, break it down, go crazy, be a fruit roll up here, I don't know. But dancing, I'm not sure, because it's, in my behalf, it gets sticky because dancing you can't collect. I feel like a hobby is basically collecting stuff. That's that's what I feel like. I mean, you got other people's opinions, but I feel like a collection of something is a big major hobby. And what did you say? And gaming, yes, gaming is a hobby too, and is also enjoying getting your mind set away from the world. You know, that whatever it is, Minecraft, Roblox, GTA, Call of Duty, Fortnite, whatever it is, it gets your mind off of the world and you kind of just zone out and you play with other friends or you play by yourself. So, yes, that's another great hobby. So, two of those I can agree. As far as dancing, I'm not sure. Um, like I said, I feel like hobbies have to have more than one thing, you know. But I also, like I said, it's kind of sticky when it comes to dancing because I feel like, too, since it's not multiple items or multiple things, I feel like maybe, yeah, singing is a hobby. Some people have the voice of singing, so it's kind of putting, I guess I can kind of relate that. So that's why I said it's kind of sticky because it's all like you can sing or you can rap. Kind of rapping is kind of lame to me, but you can sing and to a crowd, you can perform online, you can, go perform somewhere, go to a karaoke night, and start singing. But it's all like I feel like that could be a hobby too, because it gets your mind away from things, environment and stuff. So not a lot of these hobbies have to be. You don't have to put a price on it. You know, sometimes some people's hobbies is digging through the trash. You'll be surprised. A lot of people are dumpster diving. That's a hobby, and to me it's nasty because you got trash. You're digging through trash, but at the same time, it's their hobby. So like, there's so many hobbies out here. A lot of people can choose, and sometimes it's like a hobby could lead into a job. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to putting your hobbies to work. You can put your hobbies to work. For instance, guys, my hobbies, I have so many. I have a lot of hobbies. And I was thinking about all the hobbies that I have, like, and I'm like, golly, you know what? I got a lot of hobbies. And I got a lot of talent. I got, talent, hobbies. And my first main hobby was basically collecting Hot Wheels. Dancing would go with gaming because of Just Dance gaming days. Oh well, if you're doing that kind of like a gaming um, structure, whatever it is, I mean I could see that too. Um, I can kind of see that, but yeah, is that my home? I think that's the kid that used to live in the apartment. I don't think he's coming up here, but still. The story behind me having Hot Wheels for a hobby, I feel like it's the story for a lot of folks out here because I see it here and there and there, here and there, um, on hobbies because of their childhood. So whenever you're a child, some parents will spoil you. Now these days, parents, grandparents, nieces, whatever it is, they start spoiling you. But back in the days, they didn't spoil us like that. They made us earn it. We had to earn things with our own money. We had to, have chores and clean up the house, clean up the bed, anything that had to do with some chores. These days, I don't know, it's all over the place. But I had basically my grandpa used to spoil me until I turned 18. Yeah, I know. And you're coming from a younger age, so a lot of the parents, they want the best for their child. So it my cousin used to have Barbie dolls, and I would try to play with them, but I couldn't have like an imagination for Barbie dolls. My cousin, she was playing with Barbie dolls. She was making a whole like thing out of them. I don't know. They were having a tea time and they were talking about certain subject, and I'm all like, uh, I ain't got no imagination. As a kid, I really didn't have an imagination as a kid, and so like the of course the only imagination as a kid is Invisible Friends. Back in the 90s, that was the ish. Like you had an invisible friend for no particular reason. It sounds crazy, but the 90s babies would know. You had some friends, but you also had invisible friends. I don't know what the chemistry behind that is. I don't ask me. But in general, I think kids still do have invisible friends. I don't know because I'm not around kids. I think kids still do have invisible friends. And people think we're talking to ghosts or something. Maybe, you never know. Maybe our invisible friends were ghosts. We just never knew because, you're having tea time and you're playing with your Barbie dolls and you're over here, Sally, is that good? Oh, thank you, Sally. Like, I don't know. You set the tone. Hello, hello, welcome in. Come on in. I was talking about hobbies. But, yeah, so my hobby, it led to me when I was a child. And I picked up one Hot Wheel and I started playing with the Hot Wheel. And I don't know, I felt different. Like, and I started, because it had wheels. So I was, rotating the wheels, going crazy on the countertops, doing all kind of good things over here. Just going crazy. So after that, my grandpa would put on Channel 8 and we would watch car related stuff like engines and stuff and detailing and just all kind of stuff for cars. And then I had an invisible friend name, but I outgrew that. Yeah, I know. It is hilarious because invisible friends, they be there. So we'll go to Walgreens, and my grandpa would get me a Hot Wheel, and then I would go get another Hot Wheel, and then go get another Hot Wheel, and then as a kid, I had like a whole collection of Hot Wheels and tiny little toys. I had like little tiny soldiers or tiny something, whatever it is. And I'll probably leave that a tour throughout my apartment and a few. So then after that, my grandma, she decided that basically, it's kind of it hurts. It hurts me in a way, but at the same time, this is what the person I am today. So she decided to throw all my Hot Wheels away because she said they were boys' toys, and I shouldn't be playing with these things. And so I'm all like, after she threw those away, it literally hurt me, like, because I didn't know what to play with. I don't want to play with Barbies. So like I had a big container of all kind of stuff, Legos and stuff. I don't really much play with Legos like that, but I had like a little container full of stuff. And when she threw that away, I was kind of lost in the sauce. So that brings me to my Hot Wheel collection hobby. So my Hot Wheel collection hobby was like, F it, you threw my Hot Wheels away. Later in the future, I'm gonna get every Hot Wheel on the market because you threw them away, and I cared for them, and I just like them, you know. Now, of course, I'm not playing with them, but I have them on my wall, and just there, all over my wall. So that's my thing about Hot Wheels. As far as another one that one of my hobbies, another one of my hobbies is collecting cameras. I love cameras. I used to do photography. Um, Way back. I also had the Rogers. Oh yeah. Oh, like little toys, little action figure things. And I love taking pictures. I love. I had a cell phone that had you could take pictures. We had a polarized, little thing, and like back in the days we had a whole bunch of polarized stuff. And there's another thing. Um, I forgot what it's called, but so those cameras I really loved. My first camera that I started taking photography on was a tablet, a 10-inch tablet. And I used that, and I was taking pictures of cars. And the funniest thing was, like, I look back at it, like, on my Facebook, and it shows me, like, back in the day photos. I said, dang, I once took this photo with a 10-inch tablet. That is crazy. Like, it is funny because everybody be looking at me, and this was a long time ago. I don't know, very long time ago. And I would have my tablet and take pictures of cars and stuff. And then I see people with their DSLR cameras and their little GoPros and their everything else of that nature. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could afford that. I wish I had the money for that. And then, I dreamt so much, so hard to want one of those big cameras. And I was like, oh, one day I want to have a GoPro. I want to have little bitty cameras and stuff. And so as my as time went on, I finally gathered enough money that I was, whatever I had, and I got me a DSLR. And then after that, it kind of went through palm held little cameras where action packed palm held. I don't even know if you probably can see it over there, but I have cameras. I started snapping photos, cameras, and I just have an obsession over cameras. Even surveillance cameras, guys. Like, I have, I don't know, 13 cameras in my apartment. Two in my grandma's too. And, oh, well, no, three at my grandma's house now. And it's all like, my collection, my hobby, another one of my hobbies is cameras. My sister always had karaoke camera on the deck. She bought that. Yeah, man. Kodak cameras, man. The little portable one. Well, not the portable ones. The disposable ones. Bruh, those were the days. You didn't even know what the picture looked like. You didn't even know you didn't know nothing about the picture until you had to go get it developed at the freaking Walgreens or CVS. Like, that was way back then too. But yeah, that's another one of my hobbies is collecting cameras. Even if the camera isn't even working, I still want it. I still want to keep it. Like, sometimes I'll go to the thrift store and I see a camera, like an old school camera, and I'll be like, maybe I'll buy this one. It all depends because I only got I think one that doesn't work, and I bought it from no, I think it does work. I don't know. It's been so long, but I have it in my living room, and then after that, oh Lord, I got a notification. After that, don't forget to hit that little thumbs up, little bitty thumbs up. You barely can see it. You barely can see it. I used to collect WWE. Yeah, that's a good. like I said, collecting is basically a hobby. Both are basically the same thing because you know you start with one, and then you get another one, and then you get another one, and then you get another one. Basically, you have a whole collection slash a hobby, and that's something that you put your interest in. Another hobby that goes to freaking me that I have another dumb hobby. I feel like it's dumb, but I love them. Is collecting tripods. Oh my god! Every time I see a dang tripod, I'm like, I gotta have it. I want it. Like, I don't know why. And I have so many tripods everywhere in my apartment. Like, I got one in my closet that I probably should take out. I got one for the camera here that I'm using for my cell phone I bought on TikTok shop, and I don't like it too much. But, and I have so many tripods, portable tripods, tripods that I don't even use, tripods that are for DSLR cameras that I only got one DSLR yet, not just right now, and my other handhelds and stuff. And I'm just obsessed, and I collect. And one of my hobbies is having tripods. When I tell you I have multiple hobbies. It's crazy. Hello, welcome in. Don't be shy. Come say hi. But yeah, let's see. Oh, you know what else too? I had a hobby on when I was a kid. Me and my cousin used to have a hobby of collecting beanie babies. Guys, when I tell you, I have multiple hobbies. Well, I don't collect beanie babies anymore, but back in the days, collecting beanie babies was everything. Literally, I could say in replica of today, collecting beanie babies of today's era would be Pokemon cards right now. And basically, Pokemon cards have been around for centuries already, I feel like. Literally, and they still haven't died out. And that's another people collect the Pokemon cards, but they're worth a lot. And so, like, geez, I remember back in the days, we used to get this rare beanie baby, and I believe I have one over there, some of the beanie babies. And they told us in the future this beanie baby is gonna be worth thousands, not hundreds, thousands. Where is there a beanie baby? Well, you gotta really find them in the crevices of the earth. But where are the collectibles that get collected? How do I turn my beanie baby into $1,000? Like right now, again, it's easy for you to get a Pokemon card and turn it into 1,000. Literally easy. That's another crazy hobby. Flipping your hobby into actual financing. Dudes, I have like five. Yeah, ish. Back in the day, my cousins also too had Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, Digimon, and my cousin would collect them. Over the years, they died down because everybody wasn't trading them anymore as we were kids. And so, like, now they restarted back to where, so, like, they made Pokemon the crap again. Like, it's crazy. It is. Hello, welcome in. I'm going to check my battery. Okay, it's good. But, yeah, so that was just a little thing that I had for Beanie Babies back in the days. Let's see another. My cousin was the one collecting Yu-Gi-Oh. I know Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Another like hobby that I have that probably a lot of people can relate to is basically collecting anime stuff. Literally, you either collect. I'm have a hobby of getting anime characters. I have so many anime. Well, not so many. I won't say I have that many, but I have just enough anime characters that my favorite ones and stuff, my favorite anime characters, and I have some action. action figures that are like superhero figures. Let me see. Yeah, that's another hobby too. That it literally, it's crazy to believe if you go on TikTok and you see people with those I don't know what the hell they call. People do this their hobby. They collect those little pop pops, whatever they call them. I don't even know because I saw people, getting into that hobby where they're collecting those little things, and I never understood them. There's hobbies too, guys, that people won't understand. I mean, it's again, hobbies is your choice, so you're the one that's choosing what you wanna, you know, what your hobby is. Focal pop, yeah, there it goes, focal pops. I don't know, I would call them pop something. I never paid interest in those. I guess cause they I really don't know. Maybe their looks. I don't know. I have no ideas. Another one too. Another one of my hobbies is collecting antler ears, reindeer ears. Collecting. This sounds wrong on the internet, but it's not wrong because it's to me it's not wrong. But collecting dead animals. Now I'm not talking about they're dead on the street. I'm talking about dead taxidermy animals. Man, I love a good taxidermy. I have a deer head in my living room, and I have a buck head, and then I have multiple antlers everywhere in my apartment. Like it is crazy. My brother has, focal. I'm not too sure about some of those little pop thingies, but yeah, I have an obsession and hobby of collecting. Like every time my homies go out to go hunting, I said, "Give me the ears, give me the ears, give me their antlers, give me whatever you can give me, give me the eyeballs." Like I don't know, I've always had an obsession over, I have a raccoon. I have a raccoon on my wall, and I have let's see, what's the name of that? Oh, I just said a buck head. I really do want to get one of those little snakes that they're dead snakes, of course, but they're taxidermy snakes. I want to get one of those and put it in the corner and be like, I got a snake. Oh, I do have a shark though. I have a shark in a little container. My action figures are. Yeah. Um, you know, I like anime. I tried. I tried. and please, because I don't know. Don't come after me. But getting into. I tried getting into that one. Like Dragon Ball Z. I can only take so much out of it. Like, and they have so many episodes. And don't get me wrong, I freaking love dragons. I absolutely love dragons. I think they're the world. But the thing is, I tried to get into it, and it's just like every time I tried, I would zone out. I guess because of their their um, their fastness, their fast pacedness. Like they would talk about one thing, and then it'll just be too fast paced for me. Because I'm like, oh my god, my brain's hurt. But yeah, I see, people have that hobby, collecting for especially Dragon Ball Z. Especially Dragon Ball Z. My spirit animal. Oh, your spirit animals are. Man, I was talking like about maybe 3 weeks and some change. I was talking about spirit animals. But let me see what else do I have a hobby in? Man, I got so much. Oh, now it's 3D printing, guys. I'm doing 3D printing now, and that's another hobby that I can flip around and turn into some cash. Because I just recently sold a baseball card. Baseball. Oh my god, not baseball card, but baseball holder for your baseball. And I just recently sold one to my coworker, and I'm all like, I can easily make money off of my 3D printing, and it was something that I was manifesting because I've been wanting a 3D printer for many years. I mean, many years, and I was like, I'm manifesting it. After many years, I finally got it. I'm gonna slowly but surely get me another one. I got like $150 printer, and I'm probably gonna go up a little bit and then get up a bigger one or something like that of that nature. But it's all like that hobby is it takes time. That one takes time. Is it safe? 3D printed food? I have no ideas. I don't know about that. As far as another hobby too that I'm getting into slowly but surely, just like the 3D printer, is drones, guys. I bought my drone, I don't know, about 5 months ago and some change, and I didn't really care too much, like, because it was just so basic. And then recently, I was like, man, I want to get a bigger drone. But I'm like, how am I gonna get a bigger drone if I barely even know how to fly a drone? So I bought me the cheapest one, so that way I can learn. So I'm learning every single day for the past, I don't know, 2 weeks and some change, like, or probably 3 weeks. I think I'm going on 3 weeks. I've been practicing every day, and even on the windy days. Like today, I practiced too. It's super windy, but I started not practicing when the windy days because of it just like it goes with the wind basically because it's so light. It's so compact and light. So the wind is just like blows it over there, and I'm like, oh. So it's very hard to fly the drone when it's windy, especially this one. But I'm slowly but surely getting the hang of it and getting used to it. So now I'm gonna travel down to maybe a $50 a drone. So that's another one of my hobbies, is probably collecting drones. And I love the look. I've always loved the look of drones. Always loved the look of drones. Oh, and another one too, since I looked at it. Another one of my hobbies, which is something to get the job done. So it's kind of like it's mixed emotions / sticky. It's scanners, computer scanners. I have, I don't know, probably like 3 or 4 computer scanners, the OB readers, the OB2 readers, and yeah, I just keep buying them because I'm like, I'm just gonna put one in my and Jenna. I'm gonna put one in Haku. I'm gonna keep one in my apartment. I'm gonna keep another one on my grandma's. Like, I just start collecting them, and that's something that could be useful because you need them for vehicles. Just scan them, code them. Trying to think. Another hobby. Oh, another hobby that's kind of unfinished, guys. Now, I'm a person that when I want something, I put my mind to it. I put my mind to get it. I manifest it, and then it happens. However, sometimes some of these things I don't use. I've wanted a guitar. After I seen my homie over here going crazy with the guitar and blah 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 with the guitar, I was like, I want to get a guitar. Like, I want to start learning guitar. And I'm over here like, I went to Guitar Center, and I saw the one, and I'm like, I want this one. And then I got it, but this is kind of like, it's like unfinished. I don't know how would you say that. It's kind of sticky, but it's unfinished. I don't know. It's an unfinished project. Let's get gaming. Oh yes, I do have a gaming hobby. I have multiple games, like literally multiple games, and movies. I got Blu-rays. I got DVDs. I got DVDs. I got CDs. You know what CDs are? I have cassettes. Do you know what cassettes are? But not. I just I just you just start kind of like, you want to get to playing it. Like I want to play my guitar, but I'm like, I need to learn. I need to learn how to play the guitar, and so it's like an unfinished hobby to me. And you got to dedicate yourself to play every day to figure it out, and it's all like, that's something I want to start doing. Start playing the guitar. Another unfinished one that I have, another unfinished hobby, which is kind of there, is playing the piano, or no, the keyboard. The keyboard, not the whole big piano, but a keyboard. And I've always wanted one. Always wanted a keyboard for no particular reason. Because I'm like, I want to start playing. I want to start playing a little keyboard and stuff. One day, I saw this post on the internet, and his kids were going out. His kids were grown up, and they no longer needed the piano. And I was like, I'll take it. So I took it. I think this piano, I think I bought it for like $15. This keyboard. I bought it for $15. And that's, like I said, that's a kind of like a unfinished hobby, because I haven't really tried to put myself to learn how to play that. And I feel like instruments in general can be hobbies, because you can start with one and get another one. But they take a lot of dedication, a lot of time. Yes, I know what kids today want to know what tapes are. Yeah, I know, right? Let me see. What else? I feel like I have so many. I literally feel like I have a lot of hobbies. And also, too, it can be adventurous, guys. Hobbies can be adventurous. I know many people that have a hobby in traveling. Their hobby is traveling, and that is expensive, too, guys. Traveling is not cheap. Traveling, going out to different types of restaurants. There's multiple hobbies for everybody, guys. Lots of them. We just got to choose one that we like. And in general, I feel like a lot of people are lost without a hobby, because they're so lost, working and paying bills, and life itself. Like, they just don't have time for a hobby. But don't be that dual person, though. Like, get out, adventure, go somewhere. A lot of people have hobbies of collecting little airplanes in general. People have expensive hobbies, such as collecting freaking antique cars, or cars in general. Cars too can be a hobby. My SUV Jenna, she's not just an SUV. She's also a hobby for me, because I can work on her. She's like a project. So you got so many hobbies out here. I don't know. There's just so many on my tablet. But let's go around. I used to take mixed. Martial arts, yeah. Not only that's a hobby, that's a skill. That is also a skill. But yeah, let's. Oh my goodness. Let's. Let me turn on the light over here real quick. My tripod is really jacked up, so yeah. Give me a sec. We're gonna go around the room. All right. So my Hot Wheel collection, and I'm pretty sure you have seen this. Huey, hello, hello, welcome in. Don't be shy. Come say hi. We're talking about hobbies. Okay, let's see. Oh boy, oh boy. All right. I think I'm ready. All right, so you can't really see it in this room, but there is my Beanie Baby collections. These are the ones I had from a kid, and I still have them to this day. It's crazy. These two were my favorite ones, even though they're like literally so old. And here's my camera. This one doesn't work anymore. The lens doesn't want to go back in. You have to actually force it. This one does still work. And of course I have my GoPro and then a camera that doesn't work. And I think this was one of my old cameras. And I still have it. I was like, because I'm obsessed with cameras. I love cameras. But now that's that part. And then of course you come over here. You'll see my obsession and my hobby of all Hot Wheels. The Hot Wheels. Of the wheels of the hot. Let me move this. You can see all of them. And they all go up to the ceiling. They all go up to the ceiling, and I have more on this side. And it's just, it's like I got a mirror there. And it's like that. And my Iron Man poster. Go to the bottom. And then I have a obsession too over collecting little stuff like this. Of course, I'm pretty sure everybody has seen that in the live streams that I've been having. Monster Energy. There is my Buckhead. And then of course I got all, well, not all, I can't say all, the Fast and Furious. I don't know how the heck I bumped into this. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. But I bumped right here and everything freaking fell. And I had to pick it up in the morning. So now I gotta rearrange them because they look a lot different from what earlier was. But yeah, so I have a whole collection of little Hot Wheels, little things, miniature stuff. I don't know why the lighting is all retarded. It's bright in this room. For some reason, it's going crazy. Then this is my Camaro. It's an AutoZone Camaro. The doors open. And there's another AutoZone. Damn, you have some damn feminine hands. Oh yeah? Well, it's my hands. My fist. I can show you this hand. But yeah, this is if you don't know drifting is a hobby too. But drifting, This is James Dean's Mustang Gay Sting. The only Gay Sting I would basically have in my collection, all because of James Dean. Also, I also have a hobby of getting freaking. This is necessary, but I don't know if you can see, but SD cards. Oh my god, I have SD cards everywhere. Here is one of my dragons, Huey. I also have a ring dragon. And collecting miniature stuff. When I tell you I love to collect miniature stuff, this is what I'm talking about. Look at that. I don't know if I can. Look at the collection of little stuff. Oh, okay. Look, 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 look. You see SpongeBob? This is just a weird, hold on. It's a weird angle. There's a dragon there from How to Train a Dragon. I just got like little random little stuff. I have, oh my god, I had some of these because when I used to work at Toys R Us, a lot of the kids will open the packages and then they'll leave them because it's not the way they want. So that's how I got a lot of these. Also, when McDonald's had their McDonald's thingy, I had gotten this. It comes apart. Let me see. I think I want to knock everybody over. The fun fact that I still have, nah, SpongeBob is cool beans. I love SpongeBob. He's so he's so like cheesy. Oh, yeah, so this is some stuff too that I collect. I do have a alligator head. I can't go over there all the way, but there's the alligator head. Let's see. Oh no, I can't see from there. There's another camera that doesn't work. It's a dash camera. I don't know. I don't even know how I put it up there. I don't know how I put it up there. Oh, these are my books. This is Black Ops, Attack on Titan, Death Note, and then one of my favorite singers, which is Serge Tankian. That's one of his books right there. And I tell you, oh man, this is another one too. I have that for a reason. It shows my name, so don't mind you that. But I have an obsession and a hobby of collecting microphones. I collect microphones. Here is some of my collection of microphones. I have some more in the room, and then this too. These little lights for the camera. I'm in a weird spot right here. Also, Huey, if you haven't seen, in my like literally all the seasons. Oh my god, those are all my systems. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, I was like, what's that light? That's a light over there. Look at it. And don't mind the cords because they're here for a reason. They're here for a reason, the cords. But you see over here, the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and no PlayStation 5 because I'm in the process to figure out if I still want one. But yeah, those are all the PlayStations. This one's a slim one, so they're made multiple PlayStation 2s. Multiple. Here is my guitar and no Nintendo Switch. No, I don't have a Nintendo. No, I don't have one. Since I'm a PlayStation person, I usually keep that, like, I don't know, dedication. Also, these are my games, guys. So old and ratchet. Like, I was like, I'm never really getting rid of these, cause they just bring so many memories. Like, here's an old one. This one, oh my god. A Midnight Club. I wish they remastered this on PlayStation. Man, I love this game so freaking much. All the Midnight Club right there. And then I have the Black Ops 2 PC. I never played that one. because I didn't have a PC, but I'm so obsessed with Black Ops 2. It's not even funny. So yeah, my other hobby is collecting, and then it stopped because they no longer have these anymore. But yeah, it's kind of sticky. But also, this is my Death Note area. The lighting is weird. I'm trying to focus. Focus. My bobbleheads. For my bobbleheads. My weirdness says keep them. There's my shark, guys. That's my shark. Like I said, I have a obsession and another hobby of mine is collecting like taxidermy. Right here is the raccoon. Do you see the coon? Behind the TV is behind the TV. I want to move it because now that I have the TV this way, my coon. What'd you say? I saw DJ here. I used to play with him. Yeah, I do. Me and my homie were talking about that one. Here's another dragon. I love dragons. And of course, randomness. And I have Spyro. I know you know Spyro. I have Spyro multiple places. And then of course my deer hand. And then of course around the room. Okay, over here. Some of my action figures and anime. Since I love the Joker, I got this one. He's the older Joker, not the newer Joker. And I got Attack on Titan. And then some Star Wars stuff. I'm not too much into Star Wars stuff, but I do like some of the characters. And there's a little camera. See, I'll tell you, I have them everywhere. I don't know how that got crooked. And then more taxidermy. This one, of course, I have to have more taxidermy. And then, oh look, here's SpongeBob and Patrick and Huggy Wuggy. I don't know if you remember me and Claudia, they used to come over, and Cohen would play with Huggy Wuggy. You remember Huggy Wuggy? When Cohen would come over and he would play with Huggy Wuggy. And also I have an obsession and a hobby of collecting dang emojis. Guys, some of my favorite emojis. This one's my favorite, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it can be like that some days. Then sometimes I'll be cracking up some days. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, I love you. And then I want to kiss you. And then I'm like, huh? Oh, I think my neighbors heard me. Yeah. And then Batman. Cohen loves him so Huggy Wuggy. Yeah, I know. Here's another spiral up here. That literally Buzz Lightyear, that is my childhood Buzz Lightyear. So you're talking about not literally the original one, where it first came out. Dude. But yeah, and then here's another dragon. This one I actually painted. I bought that one, I think at Hobby Lobby. And then How to Train Your Dragon. And there's another hidden camera right there. And then it's all like, you got all this. My hobbies, it's crazy, huh? And then my 3D printing. Oh, my 3D printing. This is only, well, this one's not 3D printed, but this is literally, this whole shelf is going to be filled up with a whole bunch of 3D printing. This one, it fell down and he broke his head. But this one I was starting to paint. I need to finish that one. I need to dedicate myself to finish that one. And this one, where is the shark? Oh, there it is. There's this shark. But yeah, so I bought this filament. This one's a new one. I wanted to try this one off of Amazon. I've never tried this one. It's really silky compared to the one I have here. So I don't know if I like this one, because in the filament it gets all retarded. Oh, here's another dragon. on my glue stick for this. There's another drawing. This one's a 3D printed jacket, but I didn't 3D print it. It's so cool. It's got two colors, one this way and then one that way. This one, oh man, I love this one. I'm gonna try to print something like that. I do have another filament. Oh my god, he's going all over the place. Oh, you never seen it. Whoa. Oh my goodness, my battery's about to die. But yeah, so my hobby is crazy. I have some too in the in the kitchen. In my kitchen. What? Oh no, I don't have it here. Some of my grandma's drawings. What else? Oh, keychains. Keychains. I have my another hobby of mine. Oh my goodness, we're going into an hour. Another hobby of mine is keychains. Guys, oh, bro, I'll tell you I have keychains. I got keychains everywhere. Look at the keychains. I got them all the way to the ground. Little keychains. And this one, you're not going to believe what this is. Huey, can you figure out what the heck this is? I'll give you a hint. It goes in the 90s. It's in the 90s. And then here's more keychains. This one is the rim. This one's a spark plug. This one is Tamagotchi. Yeah, that's what it is. So you know your stuff. This one's a piston. And like it goes all the way down. I have so much going on. I have a Sprite. You need some Sprite. I also have money. I have a bag of money, guys. Keychain. It's my bag of money. Oh, we're falling over. I gotta pick that up. But yeah, so also an update on Paku's cage. Paku's cage. This is where we're at right now. I took out some stuff right here and some stuff on top. One of the stuff right here. May my Paku rest in peace. We still think about you every day. Oh yeah, alright. I think we're done in this room. But y'all have seen it, the OGs in here have seen this room. In the room, there's another. Oh, I forgot to show the ears. Let me show you the ears. My oh, the lighting's all retarded. My bad. Oh, look at the ears. These are deer ears. My homie, it's funny because he was cutting up the deer at work. And I was all like, let me have the ears. And he's all like, you want the ears? So then he dried the ears out. And then more antlers, ears, camera. Oh, I got so much stuff. My apartment is a museum. That's all I gotta say. I even crack myself up some days. I'm gonna try to get another tripod, guys, because this one's all lopsided. Okay, we're back in the room. My grandma texted me. But yeah, I'll just be here in one more minute. I didn't think I was gonna make it an hour long. It's about to be 8 o'clock. But yeah, guys, if you do see this video in the future, let me know in the comment section, you know, what are your hobbies? What keeps you going? You know, I know hobbies can be expensive, but sometimes we do need to pay interest in them because it keeps our mind busy and focused. And let's just say you can, if you want to manifest it. If you're trying to manifest money in your life, sometimes that doesn't work. You can't just be like, I want to be a billionaire. You know, you got to work and gain your way. So the way you work and gain your way is having an animal object, not animal objects, but objects that basically can lead you there. If you want, you start slow. You start, I manifested everything. I always wanted a Roomba, and I got a Roomba. I always wanted a 3D printer, and I got a 3D printer. I've always wanted like a guitar, and I got a guitar. I always wanted a piano, I got a piano. I always wanted a BMW, I got a BMW. I always wanted an X6, I got it. Like the list goes on and on. You need to put yourself out there and manifest it. It can come true if you let it in. All these hobbies, you just let them in. Some people can't choose. Some people, don't know what to choose. Let it choose you. Figure out what you like. You like painting. You like you like building structures. There's so much out there, and I feel like everybody just needs some hobby to get away. And if you start thinking about hobbies as financing, like, oh, that's just a waste of money, uh, then your manifestation of trying to be a billionaire is not going to work. You got to start slow. Let life come in and basically see you being the way you are. Because if you're going to doubt yourself, and it might sound like a broken record, but if you're going to doubt yourself and say, I can't save, I can't do this, I can't do that, you're going to have that same energy all the time around. Like, something goes down, like, I can't save because now I got to pay this, now I got to do that, now I got to do that. Well, then you put yourself in that same loophole. So it makes sense. It makes sense why people don't have hobbies, because they just think about the narrative of having the money. But you got to understand, a hobby is one key in life, and I'm gonna let you know right now. You might agree, you may not disagree, but hobbies are a key in life to going further. Let the universe fill you out and say, okay, you really want this object, you really want this guitar. Okay, you put your strength, you put your energy towards getting it, and you got it. Now let's move forward. I don't know. Just let the universe hear you out. Let the universe see it, and good things will come out with it. I'm not trying to doubt people. I'm up for all kind of people being in my life, and I'm very supportive of anybody that I run across. Very supportive. If you're trying to, stop bad habits, I'm there for you. I can't help you stop the bad habits. I can't shove it down your throat and say, stop doing those bad habits, but I can only encourage you to not do those, because things will not lead up to a certain way. Like, the outcome could be weird. But yeah, I'm rambling on too much about that. I've already had so many live streams about life. But yeah, so again, thank you, Huey, for being here. Greatly appreciate it. These were some of my hobbies. And I just want to know in the comment section down below, once this video uploads, what are your hobbies? Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.